Let's give it a shot.
In the back is one chicken.
No, you take it. Okay, take it. Then I will shoot.
Look at here.
Take the picture first.
Right. Okay.
Looks like boss, you're thinking
I think maybe you get the Formula 1 is get the one.
Yes.
P replace the one.
Okay.
Now I think this will be changed to the one, change to the D. No?
What does it say?
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing. Really?
He knows. So, Bob, no beer. Yes, no little feel the only.
Yeah. Couple more times, only 2 times. Three times. Yeah. Okay, expecting you 4 times. Those times.
Is 4 special in Taiwan? No.
Yeah. Very special.
Well, I gotta say, I mean, I came on one of the first tours, I think, and there's no question, like you say, it's changed over the period. But I think the way I looked at this, and I think you all need to think about the same thing. I've been fortunate enough to be on a couple of diplomatic tours. So I've gone with governments from our province and the Canadian, and I've been to Europe, and we went to China. Matter of fact, Premier Selinger had asked me to attend a trip to China last week and this week, and of course I had a beautiful excuse to say no thank you. But when you're in the diplomatic corps, there's a lot of rigidity, there's a lot of rules, there's a lot of fluff, and there's a lot of what I call waste of time. And I'm not a patient guy, so you recognize that. So one of the difficulties I have being a diplomat, or not so much that I am, but we have to give that impression, is that you have a lot of formalities to agree to. We're coming as diplomats from many countries to Taiwan, and we are dealing with real people here. We're dealing with real workers, owners, people in the industry, like we saw the vice chairman of a Imex company. That's like dealing with the vice chairman of Procter & Gamble in Taiwan. Look at how personal he is, and look at how personal we've become. He's offered to have us again, and there isn't a tea person that we have gone to since I've been with this TOST group that we haven't been invited back, that we haven't had an opportunity of learning whatever we wanted. I've seen doors open that I didn't think would be open, and I made that comment to Cousin this week. As an industrial spy, he has seen every piece of equipment in every plant. In the business world, that is not normal. But it's normal here, because the trust that Jackson and Thomas and Norman and Stephen have put together for us is extremely unique. We have to be very thankful for that. And I certainly am, and I would say, good luck to your TOST tours in the future. I appreciate them. I think knowing these people and considering myself a friend to all of you, I've learned a ton on this trip. Again, like everybody says, probably more than the others. But this is a little more mature. We're seeing more the depth of the industry. Like Thomas said, he got so excited with the new facility. Me too. But there's a scary part to seeing that new, because the rigidity is coming into the industry. We may lose a little bit of that. Hey, come here, let me show you something. We may not be allowed to do that. You're at a time, you're coming here in this industry where it's wide open. Thank you again. Thank you all for being such great friends and patriots and compatriots, and I appreciate the opportunity of being here. Thank you.
I agree with Bob. Is all these good relationships that we have, and even with the government agency, that was good observation. But so far, it's still legitimate. Okay, so not sure, but that was based upon the long-term relationship that Jackson had, and with TRES. That's very important because even their father had this great relationship and great contribution to Taiwan tea industry, and that was a great part of it. And it's not like I kept saying that Thomas, but you all know Thomas knows tea and knows how to teach you, how to share. And I've been saying that, I've been encouraging people to come. It's not because, I set the limit for 65 years old, and we're not too far from that, So, and gradually, we get very physically very tired too. So really, that's why this year, of course, there's a lot of things going through our life too. So this year is extremely difficult for both of us, and many of you knew that. But just thank you for all this, and it's very, very important for everybody's support. And we have to keep on going for our tea, for our own life, and for Taiwan, because we need all the international recognition and help in any aspect of Taiwan. And that's the important mission for all of us, including Steve and Jerry and Aya and Jackson and Thomas. And we also want to carry this Taiwan tea's name. And we see in every industry we have this bad one, we have this and that. Of course, we have that. Look at this scandal in Taiwan this time. Pretty much it's destroying us. It's destroying us. A lot of international, a lot of countries now prohibit Taiwan's export food. That's going to severely hit this country. And then we even need more support on that. And Louis Cole, the president of EMA last night, he called when we were down here around 9:30. He just apologized because the whole issue, every media was after him. Every company wanted his help in building their lab and everything. So he just kept apologizing, and he said the same thing: come back next year. So every time I just laugh, I said, we'll come back. Don't just think that you say it and I'm going to turn that down. So, and I guess Bob just inspired me to share some of this. So I'm going to have Sunny come up.